Hi, I'm Emily, and welcome to another episode of Bob Friday Talks. AI has been associated with doomsday scenarios and stories in pop culture. However, there are more basic concerns about AI than Terminators. Ethical concerns, governance, trust become important. So today, I'm joined by Bob Friday, Chief AI Officer here at Juniper, to talk about the ethics behind AI. Thanks for being here, Bob.
Yep, thanks for having me.
So this is a very interesting topic. So let's dive into our first question. Why is AI different than other intelligent solutions that we have built in the past?
Yeah, what I tell people is AI is really the next step in the evolution of automation. And what's really different about this generation of automation is in the past we were building solutions that were very deterministic, right? The robot that worked on your car did the same thing day in and day out. The script that the network IT guy wrote was basically doing the same thing day in out. We're now building AI solutions that are really doing solutions on par with humans, right? We're basically building solutions that are starting to do cognitive reasoning, right? And that is why people are starting to look at the issues around when you build a solution that is basically changing behavior, right? Well, just like a real person, when you hire someone, that person learns and changes his behavior and skills. We're building AI solutions that look and feel like an actual person or what a human's doing. And same ethical concerns that we see with humans now are starting to apply to AI when you actually see their behavior change. You don't know what exactly is going to happen on the next day.
So there are a bunch of ethical questions around AI, but in your opinion, what's some top concerns about ethics in AI?
Yeah, I think what people are looking at right now, when you look like the self-driving car, we're approaching a day, some point where we're going to find out that these AI algorithms and self-driving cars are actually safer than humans, right? And so there may be a day when all of a sudden, driving becomes illegal. So there'll be ethics, and it's not so much an ethical concern as it's going to get more into liability. When you have a car wreck, inherently you're liable for that wreck. What's going to happen in the days when your self-driving car wrecks? Who's liable? Is it going to be you or the manufacturer of the car? So those are the issues we're starting to face with these AI solutions that are starting to do more and more things that are really on par with humans that we have humans doing right now.
Okay, Bob, that's an excellent example on the self-driving cars. Now, as more fields, let's say healthcare, HR, hiring, or tech jobs, more fields adopt AI. How do we train AI models to have the same level of ethics as humans? And how do we ensure that it's unbiased, that it's fair, and who should be held accountable?
Yeah, a great example of this would be, if you look at what we're doing with ChatGPT, if I were to give ChatGPT the mission to optimize a website for profit and actually give it access to a bank account, which we are close to doing right now, the same business ethics that we would apply to a business would want to be applied to ChatGPT, right? If ChatGPT is on the mission to basically optimize this website for profit and it decides that it's going to put its competition out of business, you want to make sure that AI has the same ethics that we apply to our business standards applied to that AI assistant, right? And if you look in our HR departments, right, the same ethics against discrimination, right? If we're using an AI tool for hiring, we want to make sure the same ethics that apply to that human HR department also apply to that AI. We don't want any discrimination to be built into our AI solutions in the future, same as we would apply to any human situation.
Mm-hmm. Now, maybe let's deep dive into AI governance. Can you expand more on that part?
AI governance is almost a topic similar to ESG, right? Where our customers are starting to ask us, what are we doing on par with carbon, right? So when we get our RFPs, a lot of those things we have to explain how we're helping the global world around lowering carbon emissions. We're starting to see AI governance show up in that same ESG type of category. They want to understand what is our policy and our governance and our principles around AI and adopting AI inside of Juniper. Juniper currently has a set of AI principles around the network. So the first step is really making sure that you have a set of AI principles when you're developing.
Now let's talk about trust. We cannot really adopt or work with a tool if we don't trust it, right? So what is explainable AI or explainability, and how is it related to trusting AI?
Yeah, another great question. And usually I probably give the example of the solutions we're really building are doing things on par with humans again. And really, just like any other intern or new hire, you want to be able to understand what that person can do. You have to get to know its skills and what it's capable of. And even more important, like a human, these AI solutions are going to start adapting and changing their behavior as they actually get more data and learn. So that is what I call the level of trust. The same trust we have to find in a new hire is going to be similar to when I bring on this AI assistant. I'm going to want to understand its skills, what it's capable of, and I'm going to want to learn that as it learns new behaviors, that actually it does not change, go into bad behaviors.
Now, going back to training technologies, right? What measures do you take to deliver explainable AI and transparency?
Yeah, a good example of this is what we're doing with Zoom and Teams right now, where we're taking network features, we're taking Zoom data, we're training models to actually predict your Zoom performance, your latency, right? Now, what we use now to explain what features are relevant to those predictions is something called Shapley. This is a data science technique, is once you've trained a model to actually predict something, I want to understand what features are relevant in making those predictions. So that is exact transparency. We're starting to help our customers understand how the model is making predictions and what network features are really relevant in those predictions.
Thanks, Bob, for walking us through the ethics of AI. This is a very heated topic, and thank you for listening. Until next time.